Studied about types of joints, human skeleton system. Now we will study about how animals move or the gait of animals. Gait means a particular way of walking. There are different ways by which animals move from one place to another. If we talk about human beings, it's quite simple. We use our legs to move from one place to another. If you talk about cow, buffalo, dogs, cat, they walk and run to move from one place to another. A snake slithers. Birds fly. Insects walk also, fly also, crawl also, right? Now fishes swim and move from one place to another. So now we will study about these animals, the earthworms, snails, cockroaches, birds, fish and snakes, and study about them, that how they move from one place to another. Okay? First we will talk about earthworms. Now the body of earthworm is made up of many rings joined end to end. As you can see, this is an earthworm, and as you can see, the body is made up of many rings joined end to end. An earthworm does not have bones, it has muscles only, which help to extend and shorten the body. Now during movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body, keeping the rear portion or the back portion fixed to the ground. Okay, so first it will extend the front part of the body and it keeps its back portion fixed to the ground. Then it fixes the front end and then releases the rear end or the back end. It then shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. This makes it move forward by a small distance. It will first extend the front part of the body, keeping its rear portion fixed. Then it will fix the front end and then it will release the rear end. This is how the earthworm moves through repeated muscle expansion and contraction. Also, the body secretes a slimy substance to help the movement. Let's see how an earthworm moves. As you can see, the earthworm first extends its front part, keeping the rear portion fixed. It will then fix the front part and it will release the rear end. It will extend the rear end. Now we will try to understand how the earthworm can fix itself in the soil. So under its body it has large number of tiny bristles like this one, hair-like structures projecting out. The bristles are connected with muscles and these bristles help to get a good grip, and that is why earthworm can fix itself in the soil. Now earthworm eats its way through the soil. Its body then throws away the undigested part of the material that it eats. This improves the soil quality. Earthworm is also called as farmer's friend. Okay, we will now study about snail. Snail is a very slow moving animal because snail always carry a rounded structure which is called as its shell on its back. So this is the shell of the snake. It always carries its shell on its back. It is the outer skeleton of the snail, but it is not made of bones. The shell is a single unit and it does not help in moving from place to place. It has to be dragged along. Snail has to carry it always along with it. Okay. Now snail has only one foot. As you can see, this one. The foot of the snail is large, flat and disc-shaped. It is large, flat and disc-shaped, made up of strong muscle. Snail moves with the help of this foot. Okay, now we will see how a snail moves. See how a snail is moving. This is the shell of the snail. This is the long foot it has and it is moving very slowly, right? Okay, so we will now talk about cockroaches. Cockroaches can walk, climb as well as they can fly in the air. The body is covered with hard outer skeleton which is made up of different units joined together and it permits movement. They have 3 pairs of legs, as you can see, 3 pairs of legs. These help in walking, and there are 2 pairs of wings attached to the breast. Okay, as you can see, 2 pairs of wings attached to the breast. The cockroaches have distinct muscles. Muscles near the legs move the legs for walking. Now breast muscles move the wings when the cockroaches fly. So muscles near the legs help the cockroach to move, and muscles in the breast muscles help the cockroach to fly. Okay? We will now see how a cockroach moves. Cockroach, 3 pairs of legs, 2 pairs of wings. It can walk, it can climb, it can also fly. Okay, let's now talk about birds. Birds fly in the air and walk on the ground. Some birds like ducks and swans also swim in water. The birds can fly because their bodies are well suited for flying. Their bones are hollow and light, and that is why, because of the light weight, the birds can easily fly in the sky. The hind limbs are used for walking and perching. The forelimbs are modified into wings. The breast bones are modified to hold muscles of flight which are used to move the wings up and down. Birds fly by